careful, comrades. I've seen sorcerers infuse even loaded, foul, dark enchantments.
My Valkyrie sparks. You see sorcery in the clear blue sky, don't you? I bet you'd scream havoc if I were to give you a mirror.
Greetings. Oh, you are most welcome, that I am. You wouldn't believe. Oh, but let us not discuss. Let us browse and barter.
The hunters go stalking in the night. By the needles of the million bleeder, they'll end it all in blood. Soon the last will be beaten. Beaten like the anvil of Grog, the torturer. All hail, Grog! All hail.
How gratifying to see you return. You have seen them, have you not? Is anything amiss? A ponchon, perhaps? Yes. I have the...
And neither am I. Be advised, though, not to give...
Gods have mercy. I talked openly about sorcery in front of a source hunter. What a fool I am. Thank you, oh compassionate soul that you are, to treat me so leniently. I never have. No need to worry, source hunter, that I am. I have spent more of my... You wouldn't believe. How gratifying. No need to worry, source hunter dearest. You'll find no sorcery here, that I am. You wouldn't believe. How gratifying to see you return. You are quickly becoming my favorite customer.
Soon the last will be beaten. Beaten like the anvil of Grog, the torturer. All hail, Grog! All hail his hot-steeled instruments. Here I wait for thee in the... Yes. Yes.
Yes. So it is. So it is.
Everything we do seems to fortify your abilities. That inspiration...
Alright, look, what can we get you? All skilled up.
These damn birds won't fetch more than a pittance.
Tricks of my word. This here is the greatest illusion in Andamale. My word! You there! Take a seat. Prepare to laugh your head off. Cry your... I am Reginald the Illusionist. That's right. A talking head. And he doesn't just talk. He'll weave you a yarn so fantastic. I obtained this curio by summer. You see, I was diving in search of a rare medicinal sea herb. I volunteer at the local children's apothecary on weekends. In the shallows around Sicil's own Black Cove, when I spotted something amazing. The chest belonging to the fabled Captain Pontius. Though the chest was stuck fast, I summoned a swell of great strength, and I had the treasure of a lifetime in my very hands. But then, slurp, gulp, I was swallowed by an ornery kraken. It's in the hubbub. I lost hold of my prize and watched it sink to the bottom of the beast's cavernous belly. Before my mind's eye swam the faces of the many war widows and necrotic orphans who would be lost without my charitable support. Grabbing fast to the hilt of a cutlass that floated by at just that, freeing myself from my would-be tomb, it was there, along the rocky beach, that I tripped over this talking head.
A talking?
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Oh, excuse me, I'm trying to prepare for the next show. Autographs will have to wait until the end. I doubt I have to tell you that I am the amazing singing Stepan, the only sentient severed head in Sicile. My audience sings my praises from hill and... Psst. You're a source hunter, aren't you? Oh, bless the seven. Pleasure to meet you. Now, please, Stepan has many fans to meet today. Psst, help me. It won't be the worst indignation I've suffered.
Hey, stop that! My word!
My word!
Back for more, I see! Well, I can't say I'm surprised. What with Stefan Rattle... Back for more, I see! I am Reginald the Illusion...
Today, I think, a king.
My word!
Sigurd and his rainbow of war machines.
Come on! Come on!
Let's see.
Cruel fortune.
What do we have? What do we have?
Have some pity.
Cruel fortune.
about this!
Everyone knows the ugly soldiers
To
are
the
the most
barracks!
ferocious.
Nuts!
Ugly'll be the least of it.
Murder within the walls?
In that case, you'll have the pleasure of putting her down yourself.
That's it, troops. Train up while you can. The next orcish strike could land at any moment.
Hey, who's that then? Come on, stand where my good eye can see you.
Easy, Tull. That's the source hunter you're talking to.
She may have the look of a woman if you squint hard enough, but she's no more. We got reports of a strange-looking outsider skulking through the town with her bow drawn. I found her crouched behind a tree, taking aim at a fat old rat trotting along. I tapped her on the shoulder to see what was what, and the beast startled like a wild...
Bit Tullia right in the face, she did. It wasn't pretty, and now it's got a chunk ripped off it.
Enjoy it while you can, Ver. There's not another legionnaire in the cohort that'll have you if I go rabid. Careful, Source Hunter. If I keep my eyes off this cage, she may have the look. We got reports. I tapped her on...
Bit Tullia...
Enjoy it while you can, Ver.
I'd say you ought to take her off our hands if you had the space. Though we couldn't guarantee she...
You think that's funny, Private? Sir, no, sir.
You don't think it's infected, do you?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before...
What have we here, then? A so-called source hunter, eh? Well,
Oh, God.
look, do what you must in Sicil, but don't make waves and don't interfere with the Legion's affairs. I'm Captain Aureus, if you must know, leader of the Legion in Sicil. By which I mean I have the enviable task of commanding a battalion of walking dead. For I fear it may well be but a matter of time before the undead undo all my soldiers and turn them into driveling hordes of their own misshapen number. Gods above! Some politician snuffs it and everyone's in an uproar. Ridiculous! I told that wizard brat of an Ahu not to bother. He just had to send for source hunters, didn't he? Bloody magicians. They see a pigeon poop and think so. Nevertheless, I want to be kept in the loop. Understand? I am in command of this town, not Mayor Cecil, not Ahu, and definitely not some hotshot source hunter. So investigate Jake's death if you feel so inclined. The scene of the crime is over at the King Crab Inn. You can tell the guard you Esmeralda is Jake's wife. Well, widow. Everyone in town, down to the crabs on the beach, is convinced she... What? You're going to stand there and claim with a straight face your order never wrongly tortured and executed anyone? Hardly. But I won't stand for such nonsense. If you bring evidence before me, I'll evaluate it with perfect objectivity. The Legion relies on reason, see? If you must. Bravo! How am I enjoying it? Are you spoiling for a fight, Hunter? Are you? Sicil stinks of fish, reeks of orcs, and on a good day, the wind disperses the stench of decomposing corpses. I can't remember the last time I had a proper piece of steak, and by now, I retch at the mere sight of sardines. So in conclusion, I am not enjoying Sicil. I'd say they're looking for weak spots in our defenses. They can't make an attack over land for fear of Ahu's magical machines, so they're trying their luck by sea. We are the pride of Riverlock. Yes, and he also spends most of his time in the guise of a cat, licking God's knows which body parts. Sex.
I think that was an insult.
Don't pay attention to the beast grimace. You'll only encourage it.
have had a new lamb by now if that roost had taken to a woolly rat instead of that sheep's tea. Tomatoes.
Join the Stud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Stop right there. Until you're not exactly the friendliest bloke, the captain, is he? Well, your reward for getting your ear chewed off is a waltz.
More junk. This a dugong. She nearly startled me out of my boots. Well, you've got my attention, comrade. As
And so we meet yet another adulterous harpy. No doubt she's guilty as sin.
another. I don't know which Cecile you've been turned through, buddy, but this one ain't exactly an adulterous harpy nesting ground.
Well, then play here, all right. But that doesn't solve the mystery.
I think it would be wise to inspect the councillor's corpse and see what clues we can find.
Glorious to see you once more, fair friend. She came, she showed us. that injury and malady need not mark the end of... You mean you steel yourself by following her instructions? Go on the path.
Ha! The closest I've come to my match is when I linger over long while lighting my pipe.
Look, careful now. Your head's growing more slowly than saffron's.
You there! Cut it out!
We'll have none of that, you hear?
Wing of worm. Brew and spice 'em. Stir and churn.
Have some pity.
Thank the seven, we've secured the perimeter.
To the barracks! Not! Recruits!
You don't think it's infected, do you?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real.
Quiet! No talking.
Hey, Tull, I think that was an insult.
Don't pay attention to the beast, Various. You'll only encourage it.
Greetings! These stores are for our Legion troops. Riverland's finest work up mighty fine appetite serving the seven.
Now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
Any real damage? Are you joking? I've been mauled. I'll be disfigured for life.
Come on.
How can I help you, my friend?
What? I'd never. If you must know, I was merely checking up on Maxine.
What a delight she is. The temperament of a tiger, the grace of a leopard, and the manners of a lady all rolled into by all means. Of course, I hope your investigation fares well. It might be a bit late to inspect the body, in that it has already been buried. It may be worth your while to speak to the mortician, though. A chap called Roberts. He has a house by the graveyard. I can but piece together what few morsels fell from the grapevine into a rather... Did they say a woman arrived in the King Crab Inn sometime after midnight? She retired to a room on the ground floor where she was soon joined by a man who had been nursing the... I say man and woman because both of them were cloaked and recognized by none. About an hour later, another figure arrived, headed for the same room. Soon after, a terrible commotion erupted and the thundering light of magic was witnessed by the few... It took a while for the landlord to pluck up the courage to enter the mystery room. When finally he... How and why he came to be there, no one knows. But I had a good look around the scene of the crime before the Legion barred anyone from entering. The traces of magic I felt were vile. Source: I myself have none. Now, it may well be established that she is, in fact, the... I can't say much more, but that the man...
Oh man, it's only 8:48. I feel like I've been waiting forever.
Come on now, I pulled her up here before she could do any real damage.
You're joking. I've been mauled. I'll be disfigured for life.
It's heating up.
Toasty!
Good look out there, Hunter. Evil lurks beyond Cyseal's ramparts.
Looks like that dog is awfully agitated.
Perhaps he wants to tell us something.
So many
Rest in
dead
peace,
civilians.
darling.
It's an honor to visit the fallen.
The fallen have no use for honors or visits. Their days are
That
past.
shovel has proven worth its weight, it seems.
Waste them on pointless ceremony.
Enough to finish this.
Oh,
Tempests of winter's core to my aid.
I need another chance!
Face the unending darkness.
ooh. Damn, son. Well, burn these motherfuckers. Alright, let's see.
Sow the wind and reap the whirlwind.
Nowhere is safe from my arrows.
Water, rain down.
What a deluge. He can't keep still.
Shock to the core.
on my feet again.
Bless the seven, I am restored! I can take care of that injury.
Yeah, it is. It's a very old school type deal. So if you like playing Baldur's Gate and Icewind Dale, and those kind of games, you'll like it.
Careful now, that's a trap.
There's actually a lot of strategy to it. So fire, water, and lightning. And now that's going to be on the ground for a little bit.
He's so absorbed, is he, in his coin hoarding, that at first he doesn't notice your presence. Suddenly, though, he pauses, looks up, and quick as a cat its talons, readies 2 daggers. The instant you mention your title, the man's eyes go wide. He ostentatiously sheathes his weapons and pulls a quill and a scrap of parchment out of one of his pockets. Dexterously,
New. Can't speak. Tell truth now. You really a source hunter?
excitedly, the man turns over the scrap and pens a few more lines.
Name's Walgraf. I admire you. No hero like Source Hunter. Sizing dead end. Please let me join you.
Wargraf nods enthusiastically and pulls a couple of ripped parchment pieces out from his vestments. Hastily, he covers them with words and pushes them in your hands.
Been mute since I was a kid. Sorcerers took my voice. People think I'm stupid. I'm not. Get money, food where I can. Steal if I must. Not from poor folks. I'm a good sneak, good fighter, good with locks. See things you want to help you. I'm useful. Want to catch sorcerers. Make them pay. Please.
Wargraf notices there's no room left in your party and shrugs his shoulders.
I'll have to come back and get him in another time.
Hold. Our enemies have laid a trap.
Well, the donations will be going toward helping me get my own utilities. Ooh. Yeah, I kind of walked right into that.
I will expire soon.
God.
What deluge?
Interesting devices, these pygmies among pyramids. They may be small of stature, but their potential is gigantic. Deceivingly clever. It is a trait all demonic machinations share. Yes, demonic. So very obvious to the trained eye. These apparatuses have been forged among the voids of the outer realms, where the light of stars does not reach.
Well, all donations will be going toward me being able to have my own place and also to be able to stream a lot more.
So we shall. The very moment you are certain you have them in your grip, that is the moment. Dueling with demons is like...
Alright. I think I want to go back to... Yeah.
Welcome back, Force Hunters. I've been eagerly expecting you. You found another starstone, haven't you? Go on, go on. Ask me how I know. Ah! when you know what to look for, and luckily, I do. Do you remember when you first... It's happened again, my friend. Another portal has reignited. It's all connected somehow. You, this place... You don't imagine that I'd presume to explore it before you? No. No, I'm sure it's nothing. It's just that beyond the portal, I sense a presence that I can't quite account for. But this is only speculation.
Yeah. Alright, where are we going? What are we doing?
How might I serve our mission? Ask, and I shall answer, if I can. I think that perhaps you can redeem time. Know that no... But suddenly new thread these starstones. Please, seek them so that time may yet be mended.
I wonder who awaits you in the next...
Cool. Thank you.
A hall fit for kings.
You. It cannot be you. But it can only be you. The Guardians. Those I deceived. But oh, how weak you have become. As weak as you used to be strong. Look about you. You used to lead, and now you follow. Ignorant of that it has come to this. Woe to the world that it has come
What
to this.
is this?
The Guardians. He won't believe me. The fiend. But they have come. As I thought they would. Is there still hope?
I wonder who that creature was, and how come she seemed to know me.
Good to see you on the shelter plane. Most certainly. Ah, yes, the Hall of Heroes. Once upon a time, great... I can't think of a better place to gather new heroes, should you come across such. Like you, she is a mystery. But she seems to know you, doesn't she? Perhaps you'll meet her again, and we'll learn more about her, and about you.
16 emails just this afternoon. Lord.
Like the imp said to the ballista operator, shoot! A question has me stumped, milady. Why are there two of us? Two beings that record all of history parallel to one another.
That is a good question, Zigzags. One without a conclusive answer, though its resolution may lie in conception. Where you chronicle, I both chronicle and create. Where you arrive at conclusions, I spin origins besides.
Okay, so how in the hell do I revive her?
Stitch of time, hey, my friends?
I have Divinity, Wasteland 2, Bloodborne, Infamous Second Son, Borderlands Handsome Collection, Zombie, Fallout 4, and like a whole bunch of digital downloads. Like I've got Axiom Verge and all that stuff. Ah, God. Then I gotta try to figure out how in the hell I'm gonna bring her back. Oh yeah, I've taken a break from Bloodborne because I was on a training schedule where I had to work from 6 a.m. to 3:30 every day. Yeah. I start my full training or my full production shift on Monday. I'll be working 11 to 7:30 every day, so I'll be a lot easier to be able to do and then be able to stream and stuff because I won't be tired from getting up before dawn like I had been. Where's this stupid ass portal? Oh, that's right. I forgot. Waypoints. Yeah. Yeah. Like I say, I had to take a break from Bloodborne. Yeah. Bloodborne. I killed the blood-starved beast on Bloodborne by myself. I was level 75.
Sea garbage.
I know a lot of people were wondering what level I was when I killed him because I killed him solo. Yeah. I intend on streaming a lot more often now that I actually have the chance to.
So, what's the bad news? More orcs rampaging through the docks? Or have those infernal statues sent another soul flying to his death?
I'm telling you right now, that's how I felt about it at first. But you gotta keep trying. You keep trying, it will get better.
Sad story, that. Though if I'm speaking plainly, the sentimental aspect of it all doesn't make much of an impression on an undertaker. Especially not these days, with so many... I just concern myself with giving the remains of... What about it? Didn't I just say we gave it a respectable send-off? Why are you giving me the 3rd degree? So, what's the bad news? More orcs? What about it? Didn't...
I gotta find out how to revive that stupid ass character. Yeah. It took some getting used to. I really, when I was playing it, like, I use the saw spear. It's the weapon I prefer to use. But it takes a while to get it. Yeah. But once you get that thing, it's worth it. It's worth every bit of it, because then you can use it against that giant ass boss that's in it's up on the bridge. It's optional to kill him, but killing him allows you to level up. Yeah, I caught myself healing and using items a lot out of turn. So once you get used to the button scheme and everything, it's very manageable. It just, well, it was one of the, as soon as I got it, I streamed it. I want to say I played it for like 6 hours, something like that. First time I streamed. And when I streamed it, like, one of my friends, she's like, you know what, fuck this game. I'm like, nah, I want to keep going.
You that, cut it out.
Careful, comrade. I think I sense a sorcerer in yonder shadows.
To what do I owe the repeated pleasure, Source Hunter?
Alright.
Steady, boys, steady. We'll be leaving as soon as we're packed up.
Time to bring her back. There we go. Yeah. The first, once you go and you kill the very first scourge beast that you come across, the werewolf, it's not that bad. But you have to be careful how you proceed beyond that because you can end up fighting a good 30 or 40 of the infected hunters. Like I said, they're just a pain in the taint the entire time. Alright. What? Okay. Alright. Cast down Medora. Oh Lord. Blah blah blah.
I don't have the right tool for mining.
Shit. Nothing. Nothing. That's a little treasure path. Alright, so I'm already done with this part. Since I'm level 3, guess I gotta get up there and go and try and take care of.
Rest in peace, darling.
Look here. Even a sage and author as renowned as I is flattered when mortals dare among the dead to seek him out. Well, here I am, Nemeris the Wise. You may go wide-eyed with amazement now. As if I need introduction. Nemeris the Think. Oh, I've written so many celebrated treatises, but of course you have read and revered the philosophy of death. The diamond in the crown that is my... There isn't a civilized soul alive that hasn't perused its... You can, and indeed you must. But alas, I was not buried with a printed version of that blueprint of genius that is my inimitably esteemed essay. Never fear, though, for each and every library in Revellon boasts a copy, the gilded cherry on their paper pie. Do you truly feel you are ready to prove that you have read and understood that your refusal speaks great...
Back from there, savage! I'll not let you disturb my daughter's peace!
trickery is this? That's not Jake.
It's a rotting sheep's corpse. It seems someone snatched Jake's body.
So the plot thickens.
I need another chance.
For real? God, y'all suck.
I'll grant you it for fine words.
There we go. There's that. Man, this fucker has a lot of HP. I mean, hell. Good Lord. Damn, son.
Here lies David, who ran from the Reaper. You'll never catch me alive.
Dancing dugongs, you nearly startled me out of my boots. You've got my attention, comrade.
Dancing dugongs. Oh, shit. Really? Okay. I think this thing is level 8.
What a deluge.
Alright. Yeah.
Burn! Burn!
Dude. Alright.
Rapid fire!
Curses. I'm stuck.
$1,800 for that. Oh, that's worth that long ass spot. And 115 gold. Alright. Guessing this is the, yeah, this is the mortician's place. Alright.
So, what's the bad news? More or a sheep? That's a whole heap of nonsense. Don't.
Yeah.
I suppose you're right. At least if I tell you myself, you'll hear the proper account. I buried that blasted sheep, but I swear on my lucky left foot I had nothing to do with that body disappearing. 1 minute it was on my slab, you see. I left the room for just a moment to answer the bell in the front parlor, and when I returned, in its place was a sack containing more gold coins than I could even count. The message was, my business has been declining right alongside the rest of our blighted city. And that sack of gold was worth more than I made during one of the good years. I needed cash, and someone needed my silence. I knew I had to bury something or risk being found out. So that night, I stole into the market and made off with Bertia's fattest sheep. It was a bloody waste to stick so much fine meat into the ground to rot, but it had to be done. The next day, the pallbearers retrieved Jake's coffin, sealed to hide the body's terrible wounds, none the wiser that within the casket lay nothing more venerable than a slaughtered. Now, you can imagine I've spent more than my share of restless nights, wondering who could have wanted that cadaver, and for what purpose. I'm not an inch closer to imagining the why, but I've got a few inklings as to the who. Near as I can reckon, there are only 4 people who could have been involved. Mayor Cecil, Captain Aureus, Theller Aureus himself paid me a visit the night the body was delivered. Came rapping at my door in the frosty morning before the sun had even started peeping, and told me to tell him, and only him, if I noticed anything. Can't see why he'd bothered to go through all that. Plenty of us shopkeepers entrust the mayor with the spare keys to our businesses, you know. And he's the only person in town with a second copy of the key to... He could have used it to sidle in without a peep. I know it sounds strange suspecting the doctor's apprentice of something so ghoulish as this, But there's few in this city could manage to transport a corpse. It was she who delivered Jake's body from the inn to the mortuary. And there was something about it seemed she could barely contain her thoughts. That there was something thrilling about to happen. I can't quite settle it in my mind how a young medical professional would have such a strange reaction. And this may or may not have anything to do with the whole rigmarole. But her master, Dr. Theleron, bought an old shack of mine, one overtaken by undead, for an exorbitant price considering what he was getting. I never did figure what he wanted it for, but he sure seemed eager. I never saw a widow less distraught at the death of her husband, and I've seen hundreds pass through my parlor. It was she who rang my bell just before the body was snatched. Lured me outside, claiming she... Sad story, that. I just concern myself. That gold's the only good thing to come out of this blasted affair, and I certainly plan on making some use of it.
Yeah, I pretty much lost this one.
That old bag says...
I can get you all with one shot! Just watch!
Shame he's gonna have to die for this.
That's enough! You there! Cut it out!
Gotta let the dog out. Oh, great. I gotta stop. I gotta stop this crap because I just ain't. I ain't fighting the whole damn town. Ah, for the really? Ah. That's a pain in the ass. Damn.
What can I do for you, Source Hunter? More prey.
Rest in peace, darling.
Quick shot!
May the seven keep you.
If you play with fire, you get burned.
May the seven keep you.
Glacial gusts. Seven grace me with your power.
Rest in peace, darling.
Oh, Lord. There we go. Done. Lowering the microphone.
Rest in peace, darling. The reason why I put my microphone up was because my nephew was screaming bloody murder. So, that's why. Give me just a moment here. Oh, Lord. So, yeah.
I must focus.
There we go. 2 status effects on it.
Cold hands, cold heart.
Do 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 do. Ooh. Ooh.
What trickery is this? That's not Jake.
It's a rotting sheep's corpse. It seems someone snatched Jake's body.
Oh, yeah.
Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself with such things? You'll be concerned enough when you realize that
Sir, what's the bad news?
A sheep?
Damn, you beat me.
What's to find out? You can hunt all you like, but you'll never link me to that. Enough of that bloody business. If you're just going to bother me...
Nope. Nope, nope, nope. I'm gonna reload it.
what's the bad? A sheep?
For real? Oh my God. Come on, boys.
I assume you address me for a reason, so go. More prey away.
Sir, what's the bad news? A sheep?
Motherfucker.
I suppose you're right. At least I buried that blasted sheep, but in its place was I knew I had to now. You can plenty of a shopkeeper. He could have used it. Aureus and can't see why. I know it sounds strange. It was she. It seemed she could. And this male, I never saw. It was she who rang my bell just before the body was snatched. Lured me outside. Sad story, that. I just concern myself with giving the remains a respect.
Save that game. Alright. I'm pretty sure I have my suspicions because two of these people come from the north in this town. I think it was the healer, and I believe it was the old guy that's inside the town, inside the inn in the room next to where the murder took place. And that's who I think did it. But we'll find out.
Thank you, Eternal. Is that so? Well, I handled the corpse myself, indeed, but I hardly knew the man in life. I was shocked when Ahu asked. I arrived at the inn, where the body lay just where it had fallen. The injuries were like nothing I'd ever seen. A single intricate laceration wove like lace around every inch of his skin. Neither a beginning nor an ending point were discernible. I examined the corpse. I personally delivered the corpse the short distance to the mortician's house. That strange reaction you caused. I've been studying. I've a passion.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
What? Oh, it's you! What news? Jake? Murdered, you say? Oh, yes. Yes, of course. Now I remember. Well, I'm sure the facts will prove me innocent. Keep investigating. You'll see for yourselves in time.
Alright, let's see, so that's 2.
I've never bothered to.
Polite, handsome, and single. Don't go anywhere tonight, Legionnaire.
The hunter returns! I hope you are here to shop rather than...
Starstone? I've never heard of such a thing. Dear Jake had a mineral collection. Do you mean to imply he collected something dangerous? Something that may have gotten him into trouble?
Oh, this is all too much. I feel like I'm drifting from nightmare into nightmare.
Listen, if you're going to accuse me of something, don't put stop in the hastily scribbled words of a lovelorn fool. This letter, it was a show of passion. A poorly worded passion I did not echo in the least. The Duke, he's like a spoiled child. He's not a man. He's not like Septimus. I am Esmeralda. Well, what do you want to know?
Legion's greetings, Hunter. So fair a lady, steadfast will I guard her. You claim to possess there now. She was stringing Ferrol along. Ha! A pampered brat, that Duke, just like she says. Barks worse than his butt. And what questions are those?
So that item interests you, yes? I can let you have it for a very reasonable price indeed.
Alright. Let's see here. Where do we go now?
Livestock's got twice the sense and thrice the soul of the average human, I say.
Join the stud club if you got an eye for hard potatoes.
You don't think it's infected, do you?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
Ah, the Source Hunter. Oh, joyous hour. Yes. Discovered anything? It was stolen? Gods, what a fool that Roberts is. taking a bribe in beleaguered old Scythian. What was he going to do with that gold? He has a lot to answer for, but not as much as the one that did the bribing in the first place. I guess your mission is pretty clear, isn't it? Off you go to find this munificent body snatcher. You dare stand here and accuse me of involvement in this sordid affair? You dare accuse a captain of the Legion? Get out! Out! Before I have my men erect a gallows! You, again. Do feel free to depart from Scythian at your earliest convenience. Yes? Discovered anything? Well, have you found any incriminating evidence? Like I said, the girl's known to be a flirt. But that was stolen. Yes, yes. Why? You dare stop!
How can I help you, my friend? By all means. Of course. I hope your investigation fares. His body is gone, replaced with that of a sheep. This is all very disconcerting, to say the least. Grave robbery reeks of necromancy. Good jade seems too improbable to be true, but nevertheless, you're onto something, Hunter. Do follow the scent and see where it leads you. I can't say much more, but that they're madmen. All the more dangerous to us because of their alliance with what should be a natural enemy. You won't see me teaming up with a terrier in a hurry.
I'll be disfigured for life.
Come on with the dramatics. It's not as bad as all that.
The face furious. She bit me in the face.
Look on the bright side. Everyone knows the ugly soldiers are the most ferocious.
Ugly will be the least of it. The beast looks rabid.
In that case, you'll have the pleasure of putting her down yourself.
Alright. Alright, I think I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to go to bed. I will see y'all tomorrow. Make sure y'all hit the follow button. That way you get an email alert whenever I start streaming again. Hope to talk to you then.